see if we can find anything that stands out biologically as well as geologically in this
Can we get a ship moving?
rather
Ship
unexplored
moving.
area.
Ship is moving. It's just going to take a couple minutes for out a pendulum swing with it.
Gotcha.
But we're going bearing 340.
I'm getting yanked around and I cannot come down.
Yep. Thought we'd catch up by watch change, but didn't seem to do anything.
We'll get there.
Yep, I'm doing the notes right now. Let me know that let me know that it looks right. Oh my, 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm going to start on the other line. I can't hit return or else it...
Joy gain 50%. Jeez. She can't
Hayden,
fly.
are you ready to get the volumes? Yep.
All right, that's my target for
Looks like you still have
sample 96 and 7.
everything.
Perfect.
Danny, are you good with me turning off your aft light?
Sure.
Do you want your scale lasers on?
Yeah, those should be on all the time. I don't know why they'd be off.
There you go.
So we do have viewers tuning in from all over the world. Amazing. We see viewers from United States, Canada, UK, Spain, Germany, Norway, Malaysia, Australia, Austria, Puerto Rico, Netherlands, Japan, Colombia, Argentina. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us on Nautilus Live. If you're just new to our website, again, what you are seeing on your feed is happening live in real time, and you are certainly welcome to join in on the conversation. We do have a little chat box on the screen on our homepage, so you can submit some questions or comments. We try our best to stay on top of them and get to them when we can.
Hayden, did you request 8? Okay. Okay, volume 198544.
Yeah.
72 minutes, 26 seconds. Pump 9, 204053. $72 minutes, 25 seconds. Sure. So I also want to add to everyone coming on, we have a complement of 6 Niskin bottles. We have only fired 2 of them so far. So we want to keep an eye out for areas that might be unique or have some interesting biodiversity for those last 2 bottles, 4 bottles. 2 of them we could do in the bottom. We could save 2 for the water column. Copy that.
Good plan.
Thanks.
And that is straight to business this morning. Great.
Let's Niskin it up.
Yeah.
It's Niskin o'clock.
I
don't know.
Over here flying heavy.
Do we know if we have all of our sample jars available for the suction?
Levi was telling me that the sample jar that is currently on is open.
Okay. Besides, curious if we have anything in any of our sample jars or any of that stuff. Yep. Okay.
So how's that current treating you this morning, Danny? Is it as strong as it was last night, or is it died down a bit?
It died down.
Yeah, I feel like I can tell. It just seems a bit calmer.
The vehicle's not swinging off to the right or left, so.
Smooth sailing.
Mike, can you zoom out on my cinema cam?
On your cinema? Yeah.
We have somebody online who wants to know more about.
You can zoom in a little bit. I just want to see the bottom of my, a little bit of my porch.
21. How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Wants to know more about our backgrounds in terms of what degrees or careers we come from in order to end up on a place so magnificent as EV Nautilus.
What a fun question.
That is a great question.
I think we have something right here.
We will answer that question after we look at this something.
This pink thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I was headed. Of course, it's on a mound of rocks.
So in this expedition, NA173, we are mainly looking for what types of biology as well as what types of geology we can explore in these largely unexplored waters around the Marshall Islands. So those are our two main objectives, I guess you could say, for the expedition of NA174. But each expedition is a bit different. For example, if you tuned in last expedition, NA173, it definitely had more of a emphasis on archaeology and history.
Go ahead and zoom video.
Zooming.
Wow.
Yeah, what
Look
is
at
that?
Cucumber?
Ah,
There's always a cucumber.
That's
there's
wonderful.
always a cucumber. I've never seen one that color, or I shouldn't say
Yeah.
never, but it's been a while.
Little urchin. I don't know.
It's reminding me of something, but I can't really place my finger on it.
It reminds
Oh,
you
what
of
was it?
something?
Gummy one?
Yeah,
It looks like some kind of candy.
Whatever it is, I'm loving it.
I'm a gummy bear.
What a cutie.
Yeah, I think it's a cuke.
Okay, video go wide.
Going wide.
All right, zooming out. Thank you. Cool one.
You can zoom in to get rid of it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Danny. I'm glad you're on it.
So to
Ah,
give
why am
a little
I don't
bit
know
of
why I'm so awake
background
right
to our viewers, so
Yes,
we are
please.
currently at the top of this underwater plateau. And so we are going around the edge of that plateau to look at what kind of organisms we're going to see there. We've been seeing a lot of sponges on these dives, a few corals, and obviously sea cucumbers.
Fanny, what degree or career path did you take in order to have you be in this moment with us today?
So that was not so much of a direct path for sure, but in terms of degree, after high school I went into a standard like biology undergraduate degree, so not necessarily specialized. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do at the time. And then I ended up going into a master's degree in marine ecology. And that's where I did this internship on to work on a deep sea mud volcano. So that's how I got involved with the deep sea. And then after that, I did a doctorate degree as well, which this one was really focused on deep ocean and deep sea corals.
Just making sure I caught the thing you said before right. We're working around the side of the seamount?
We are on the summit now.
Oh,
We're
okay.
almost on the summit of this section of that seamount, and then we're just going around the edge.
Perfect. Thank you.
That's another sponge. We've seen a few of these.
Yes, I think in general, passion is never a bad thing. So the more passion you have and the more drive, that will tend to get you further. So I think we were getting a pretty deep dive on that last night when we were having our blue water and, you know, just chatting about the different ways that different people are able to be a part of the exploration on on EV Nautilus.
I had a really backwards way of getting into my career. I feel like I went to college to get my bachelor's in teaching, and then my college lost accreditation, so I could not finish my teaching degree. So my whole goal was to be an art teacher, and so then I had to pivot.
I'm pretty stretched out.
And got a degree in justice because it was the closest thing. So I took like environmental justice classes and things like that.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, and then I worked in tourism for about 8 or 9 years back home, and really like I started an art business and had my marine debris kind of art life, and then kind of reconnected with Erin Rainey, who's a video engineer here at Nautilus, and our dads were in college together, and we had some chats. She's a wildlife filmmaker extraordinaire, really, really incredible. And I was like, how did you get into what you're doing? Like, that is my dream, but there's no way this girl from Alaska can do it. And Erin was like, why not? And so we went to England together to check out this master's program. COVID happened, so then I had to kind of pivot my career again for a little bit, and that's when I kind of took that contract out in Antarctica, filmed some penguins and seals, and sent in my application again to the England master's program and got it. And then that's how I started my film career at 26. Not like your normal early enterers, I guess. Some people start when they're like 15.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Kelsey. I had no idea that you went to school for, what was it? Not law.
So my degree is in justice and I
Justice,
have a minor in psychology. So my original goal was, well, after art teacher, I was going to be a forensic psychologist, and had some
Cool.
meetings like with the FBI and talked about like getting a job there. And so I went to like the Anchorage FBI office, and they were like, yeah, do it. And then I decided not to.
Yeah, it's often a winding road to get you where you're going to go, and oftentimes where you think you're going to go is just somewhere completely different than where you end up. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I think
can
there's too
relate,
much
definitely.
pressure. Who was that? You can? Candy?
I was just saying I can definitely relate on that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very unique route into this career. I went to school for marine engineering, which is basically being an engineer on ships. And I got my internship on the Tommy G. Thompson, University of Washington's research vessel. On there, I saw the operation of row posts and Jason. And I was like, this is what I want to do. This is really cool. And I started working in Hawaii. Went on a few cruises with the Kaimi Kai Akananoa, when they had the Pisces submersibles on board. And I got to know the crew for the Pisces pretty well. When they decommissioned that ship, I started being a machinist, machining pressure housings and components for the deep sea. And I was invited to work on the ROV Lu'ukai. I did that for 5 to 8 years, until a couple years ago, Nautilus needed a place to work on Hercules. And I assisted with the overhaul of Hercules a couple years ago. And I've been doing this ever since.
Nice.
Wow.
That is super cool.
So,
Yeah, I think we put too much pressure on like 18-year-olds to know their career paths.
not possible.
Not possible.
You can't know what you're going to do. And it's okay to change. I don't know how many times I did, but I always hate that question when people are a senior in high school. It's like, what do you want to do? Let them grow up. Let them be kids a little bit longer.
It's
I
funny
wanted
'cause
to be an archaeologist. Clearly that went wrong.
I just knew I was going to work at SeaWorld and play with the Shamu all day. I just knew it. I had a plan. I had it laid out. I knew exactly what courses to take and how to get there. And then here I am, not playing with Shamu. But yeah, things changed, and it's all good. It's all part of the process. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
definitely. I mean, for me, I was originally going to go to school for sports med, but obviously that didn't go well. So I mean, being raised in a family that's always been a part of coral restoration and conservation here in the Marshalls,
Go ahead, Azum.
you know, it was only right to get right back to it, and I was blessed with the opportunity to check out EV Nautilus when they came out to Madro for their workshop, and just from there I've always been intrigued in checking out the deep sea out here in the Marshalls. I always doubted that we were never going to see what it's like down here, but here I am.
So powerful. I love it.
Now you're looking at this beautiful Bolosoma sponge.
Yeah, right? Who knew I would be here? So you never know. Never know where life will take you.
So we're getting close to that Waypoint 11. Maybe we could add another one just as general direction. So we want to be kind of following that contour line, like be parallel to it. Yeah, that would be great. That one looks good.
Someone earlier was asking if we have seen or stumbled across a whale fall recently, and no, we have not. That would be
really cool.
really,
That'd be crazy.
really, really cool. So if anybody is wondering what a whale fall is, so when a whale tosses away in the ocean, its body does tend to sink down to the ocean floor. And even though that whale's life is no longer with it, it does provide lots and lots of life for the creatures of the deep. So occasionally we do see whale falls. It's not a very common event, but it does happen. And then we see all kinds of species. So deep sea, octopuses, fishes, eels, snails.
Is there something strange off to the right there? I could be wrong.
It provides food for many, many species. So that is a whale fall
No,
event.
I think it's just a boulder.
No, we haven't seen any recently.
The circle of life, huh?
I think that would be like one of my dream, things to see.
A whale fall?
Yeah.
Up in BC, when we were doing ONC, they have a whale fall they've been studying for like the last 15 years.
Oh my gosh.
They
Must have
take
been a big whale.
They take photos of it every time we go down and measure the decay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's food that lasts for years.
Decades, yes.
Wow.
I did not realize that. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
It's down to just parts of the bone, backbone is all that's left, but they've been measuring the decay for for quite a while now and watching the ocean do its thing.
So
Mike, any career thoughts?
Everyone's been putting Mike on the spot.
He likes to pretend like he's quiet. Don't believe it.
I think we have another one of these Walkeria sponges that they saw on the previous watch. It's like fuzzy sponge.
Ooh.
I'm saving you, Mike.
I appreciate it.
I was gonna come right back.
Let's put it this way. I started out as a scientist. Studied sharks for quite a number of years. And then between studying sharks and trying to fix the vessels for us to go out and study sharks, kind of started getting a bit more mechanical with my career. And then that led me down multiple pathways where I was either out at sea or yeah, just kind of all over as far as getting my vessel captain's license, and then yeah, just as I was saying last night after the watches, kind of just any opportunity that came up, I just took. So moved from science to science support and tech.
The video?
And then been all over the place, but it's usually because somebody didn't want to do a certain job or couldn't make the time requirements for it. So and I've studied everything from sharks to marine mammals to marine debris and fisheries science, and then moving into Antarctic support. So been a little bit all over the place, but I will say probably one of the things that jump-started me going down the tech hole was getting to go to my trade school and getting my trade degree. So I think a lot of people forget about the different trades. So but the trades are actually probably one of the more, I think, useful skill sets that are out there. It's amazing what something like welding will do and take you, or even like fiberglass repair or plumbing. So
Can we have a look at that sponge with the camera, please?
Yep. Go wide video.
Then what?
Definitely a story, Mike. For sure.
yeah,
I love being a proponent for trade
It's,
school.
Yeah, I saw it.
you saw
Yeah.
it?
Go ahead and zoom.
Swimming.
Ooh,
So that's a sponge that has a symbiotic relationship with a hydrozoan, which gives it its
Whoa.
bushy appearance. And then, as usual, you can see a bunch of other organisms. There is a shrimp inside. You can see it move
Yep, yeah.
right here. And then some brittle stars as well. That shrimp is, I don't know where it's going.
I'm
I'm
curious how it
sorry,
got
but
in
you
there.
can't get out of here.
Yeah.
He's
There's
trapped forever.
Yeah, can you tell us more about how the shrimp end up in the sponge?
They end up as a larvae, get into the sponge, and then they start growing up and then can no longer get out. But they're fine with it, I guess. I mean, it is also a symbiotic relationship, right? And the main advantage for that shrimp is that it is protected inside that sponge from predators.
There's something floating.
Oh, yeah.
Does the sponge receive any benefit?
So that I'm not sure. I mean, it may benefit from
Yeah, we got like a
things
really long
produced.
fish.
Oh, there's a
floating.
fish.
Here, go wide video.
Going wide.
I love fish.
There it is.
Whoa.
Look at that. What is that?
Zoom in video.
Swimming. Let's have a look at it.
Wow.
That is insane.
Whoa. Is that a type of eel, you think?
It is a type of eel. It's like a.
Wow.
Let me check.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool.
That's crazy.
Oh, that is not what I wanted to look.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Okay, Adelanta's taken off in front of me, so go wide video.
Going wide.
I'm glad we caught that though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that was great, Hayden. I'm so glad we were able to catch a glimpse of that eel. We're trying to figure out exactly what kind that could have been. But we were having some questions earlier in the chat. Do we ever see any fish? Do we ever see any like larger organisms? So yeah, we do occasionally. I think they tend to be a bit shy with our
I think it's a
ROV.
halosaur, the fish.
Halosaur?
Yeah, that's just double checking, but I think that is what it is.
I hope we can see it again. That was really
Yes.
cool.
It's beautiful.
Oh, that was so cool. Halosaur.
How long do halosaur live? Do you know, Penny? It's a pretty specific question.
What is this?
Do you know how long they live, the halosaur
Ooh.
fish?
I have no idea.
I
But
think it's still there, and I can see it on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still
we're,
up here.
we're following it, yeah?
we're just, yeah, that's, I'm pretty sure that's a halosaur. And as a lot of deep sea fish, it probably lives pretty long. You can actually age fishes using what that structure they have, like an internal ear, called otolites. There's a way to age them. But for this very specific species, I actually do not know how long they can live for.
Not bothered
That's
at
fair, that was
all.
hard ask.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Completely unfazed.
Unbothered.
Hitting it in reverse.
I know, yeah, it's swimming backwards.
Beep, beep, beep.
Well, I would be swimming backwards too if I saw Hercules
I
coming.
mean,
Fair point.
so amazing.
Yeah, that's super cool.
On my last cruise, we saw some really interesting fish called a tripod fish.
Tripod.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Literally had these 3 really long legs that were attached to the bottom.
That'd be a highlight in my book.
I have pictures on my phone if you want to see.
Whoa, I would like to see that too.
Tripod fish are so cool. They're so weird.
We have folks that are very concerned about the shrimp and the sponge. They want to make sure that the shrimp has what it needs. If the sponge passes away, is the shrimp still going to be okay? And
They're fine. Yes.
Yeah.
They want to be in that relationship, I guess.
Yeah.
Got another shrimp there on the right.
Yes.
Sponge-free shrimp.
Free the shrimp.
Free the shrimp. So my niece Sadie is joining in. I saw that she's very advanced for a month-year-old. She did write a question asking if we did see anything, any life forms that are on the larger side. So, I mean, honestly, that fish that we just saw is probably one of the bigger things that we tend to see on these dives, but it's not uncommon for us to see, you know, Dumbo, octopuses. On the surface, if you're wondering what we've seen so far, we've seen a lot of flying fish. We do oftentimes have some oceanic white-tip sharks that come up to the ship and are kind of just checking us out as we're doing our dives. We saw some dolphins here and there on the surface. But in the deep sea, we tend to see organisms that are a bit on the smaller side. That's not to say that there are not bigger organisms, but they could just be a bit more elusive. All right, back to the sponge shrimp. We have someone who wants to know, how does the shrimp reproduce if it is trapped inside of the sponge? I don't know if they are able to reproduce or if they can do it.
So sometimes they're trapped in pairs. So you have two shrimps in the sponge.
Really?
I just feel like you have the start of a children's book here with all this, like, really cool diversity down here. Deep sea community.
Yeah, and what did I learn last night? That oftentimes the coral and the brittle star grew up together.
Like what?
It warmed my little heart. It's so cute.
We need more stories about community in the world. I think we could do it.
And then what do we look for when we're deciding to take a sample or to leave it alone? That's a great question. I will let Fanny go ahead and answer that one for biology.
So it really depends, but in general, we have kind of a good idea of a lot of the species that are in the Central Pacific, in areas that we have already explored. So we will tend to try to prioritize samples of species that seem to be new, species that are not very common or that we haven't seen that much in other parts of the Pacific Ocean. It could be also if a scientist has made a request for specific types of samples. So in general, Nautilus has a call to the scientific community every year where people can make requests on the type of samples that they're interested in for their research. So we are also trying to satisfy these requests as well. And let's say if we have already sampled things during a dive, then we try not to sample multiple times the same species. So there really is a decision that we make as we go.
Thank you, Fanny. And as we've said a few times before, we are interested in biology and geology as well. So we do have a geologist on board named Val, and Val is very interested in taking some rock samples and bringing them up onto the ship, cutting them open, and that is able to provide some initial information about what types of rock are here in the deep sea, and also how old this part of the deep sea floor could be. So that requires a lot of further analysis, but essentially we are interested in doing some rock sampling as well.
Fanny, I have a question. Would you be okay with taking a bit more of a zigzag pattern up the top of this?
Sure.
Just to kind of be gentle on the jet pumps and not head directly north or south of the boat, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
As long as we kind of follow, in a way, that contour line,
Yeah.
we don't have to be going straight parallel to that line.
Lovely. It might be a little bit more like a sailboat
Okay.
tacking.
Oh, we have an anemone in the sediment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and zoom video.
Zooming. And that is a crinoid with arms that are growing back.
Oh yeah, looks like it has mostly new arms.
Yes. A crinoid has had a tough life, apparently.
But yeah, it's still here and it's growing. It's resilient.
All right, thank you.
Go wide.
Going wide.
Pilots were bearing 045.
Sounds good.
Can't believe how cold it is in this van today.
It's a struggle today.
You need gloves.
I feel like I'm in the Arctic tundra.
Oh no.
I always travel with a couple of hand warmers, and I put one in my pocket the other day, and that was a game changer, I have to say. Just put it on your packing list, everyone, for next time.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with me, but I'm able to be all right in just my t-shirt and then my vest. I don't know.
Two of you have t-shirts. I don't know how you do
I'm
this.
not sure either.
I have
The
long
co-
sleeves
the
and I am
coffee
freezing.
helps.
Maybe it's the coffee. I tend to run cold, so
Oh
I'm not sure what's happening to me. But I'm okay back here.
I don't know, I just don't think the van needs to be as cold as the icebox.
That's valid.
I can see what we have it set to. Maybe I can give us a degree or two.
Like 60 wouldn't be bad. 70 would be wonderful.
Well, we have some very important computers.
doesn't need to be frigid.
No, this is too cold. I would agree with you.
Kind of jealous of Mike's blanket now.
Mike's blankie.
Don't start hating on my blanket.
I'm not hating on it. I'm jealous of it. My legs are cold.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do in this van.
I think there's an extra one if you want it, Denny.
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm gonna set the iris to auto really quick so I can change our temperature and get you a blanket. So bear with video as she's away.
So sweet of Kelsey. We take care of each other on this watch.
Aww.
Aww.
I've been living in Hawaii too long.
I feel the same. I've become very weak. I already was weak to begin with, but now it's worse.
Weak.
Oh, this one's like one you get on an airplane.
Maybe that will be my next knitting project, this blanket.
Oh yeah, Mike, you knit. I forgot you mentioned that.
I do.
What's like the coolest thing you've ever knitted?
I'd say probably the 2 sweaters that I've made.
Wow.
So I made one for my wife and one for my mom. And both are
Aww.
pretty heavily cable knitted designs.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my wife gets most of my knitting.
Have you knit anything for your dog?
I have. She is an awkward sized dog, so.
So you could like kind of customize that for.
Yeah, I've knitted her a sweater about 3 separate times, and she always looks very unhappy whenever she wears it.
Is it like a matching sweater that you guys both wear?
No, I wanted something bright, something that I could actually see like when she's running around in the dark. So it's this neon violet purple sweater. So it's basically watching a potato run around the field and stuff. So
So cute.
I love purple potatoes.
a purple potato, or better known as a sweet potato.
And
Jokes.
what kind of dog do you have?
I have a Australian cattle dog. So,
Aww.
yeah.
Those are nice.
She is a, I don't know. Those, if you guys haven't seen photos, I will inundate you with dog photos up the wazoo.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Making me miss my dog,
Wonderful.
man.
I know.
I miss my cat.
You have a cat too?
I have 3 cats.
You have 3 cats.
I have a Maine Coon.
What?
Whoa.
What kind of color?
She's white and black. Yeah.
I definitely want to see pictures.
£17. Lots of attitude.
17?
That's a dog.
Can we have a quick look at this right here? I think it's for your sponge. But yeah, no, never mind, it's a sponge.
Okay.
Little fish floating
Yeah,
through
there's
there.
a little fish.
There's a fish? I don't see it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, we
Very
passed
small.
it. We passed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adeline is ahead of me, so I'm
Yeah, no,
That's okay.
that's fine. All good.
just cruising. Got autopilot on.
Well, I've done the best I can for our temperature, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Truly my pleasure.
My hands are starting to shake.
That's not good for a pilot.
Yeah, I don't know why it was so cold. But maybe it got too hot earlier in here or something.
I don't know, when you sat down in here, it was like 42 degrees. I was like,
Yeah.
how does it
42.
even get that cold?
Yeah, brutal.
Well, it could be worse. We could be in water that is 2.79 degrees Celsius, like Hercules is in right now.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, we got something. Well, never mind. It's a krill.
No.
Or a shrimp.
Shrimp. Yeah, so the deep sea is dark and it is cold. So if any of our viewers online would like to kind of be able to take a look at that real-time data of where Hercules is exploring right now, if you go to our website, the main page on the right-hand side, there is a bar that tells you a bit more data. And then there's a button at the bottom of that that says more data. Click on that. And it takes you to a window where you can see the depth of Hercules, you can see the water temperature of where Hercules is, et cetera, et cetera. So just pointing that out in case anybody was unaware. And if we have any newer viewers who are just joining us, we are currently exploring a geo, or an underwater plateau. And let's see if I remember how to pronounce it. Okay.
What did you
What
did you bet down?
What did you but oh man.
What did you bet down?
No, I'm gonna wait for Keone to be available to help me out.
Keone,
I'm
we
available.
need
What's
you.
up?
We're trying to pronounce the name of this. Would
All
you
right, ready for this? Warjabado.
Warijibato.
Warajabato.
Warijibato.
Warajabato.
Sorry, I was just showing Fanny my dog back
We're
in
looking
Oregon.
at dog photos.
I have a 120-pound Rottweiler.
Oh.
What?
Oh my.
Why is this thing not on the boat?
I think we
I
should have a
wish.
pet on board.
Oh yeah, we really do.
Ship cat.
I think we need a ship cat.
A ship cat, ROV van cat.
Oh my god. I just feel like if we ever had an animal, I'd be like, where did it go? And like somebody would have snuck it into their cabin and been like, what? No.
Yeah, maybe that will create
I don't-
tension on board.
I don't have the kitty, no.
Let's just put kitty cat doors
covered
to
in
all
cat
the
hair.
cabin doors. Cat will have free range of the ship.
Cat gets to pick their favorite.
If I could only bring my pup. She never leaves my side though, that's the only thing. So she is Velcro's.
Is that something in the sand?
Ankle biter.
Little
I
ankle
see
biter.
something, but I'm not sure that's
Ankle biter.
anything.
Okay.
It's funny because I wrestle with my dog. He's so big.
120 is like not to play with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He turns 4 on the 25th of.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna have to see photos at some point in time.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get to meet your dog?
Unfortunately, I can't. I've been trying to find ways to bring him out here, but it's too much.
I think
It's a little too difficult.
like when we get off the ship, right? Maybe.
Oh no, I meant he's back in Oregon.
Oh, in Oregon.
Yeah,
Oh, he's in Oregon.
He's in Oregon, yeah.
Oh.
With the
That was the missing piece.
yeah.
Okay.
He's with his mom, unfortunately my ex.
Oh.
But I definitely wish he was with me out here.
Aw.
He would have been the perfect farm dog.
I have the same thing with a Malamute back home.
Mm.
He's 150 pounds now.
Oh.
He has a very happy life in Alaska.
Warijabato.
Warjabado.
Warijabato. So that's the name of this
Alright.
geo that
We're going to
exploring.
tack the other direction. About 220.
And I just love where that name comes from. It is named after the most feared and respected sea god of Bikini. So again, we are exploring about 35 nautical miles away from
Yeah,
Bikini
I'm trying
Atoll.
to keep a...
So it is a very unique dive that we are able to do here today. We have probably about maybe another hour or so of exploring this geo before we do need to start to ascend. So again, if we have any new viewers online who are tuning in, this is live. So if you would like to submit some questions or comments, we are able to try to take a look at them in real time and get to them
I don't
when
know
we
why my
can.
math was like, yeah, just add 180.
Just replay.
Brittany, I kind of noticed you've been saying bikini.
Uh-huh.
I think this is the Marshallese version of it. So you know how it says also known as bikini. So the way we pronounce bikini is bikini.
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 Bikini. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah, I've been just assuming it was like bikini, but
bikini.
bikini.
Mm-hmm.
Love
Bikini.
it. Thank you, Keone.
Of
Really,
course.
really appreciate that.
Oh my.
Yeah, Keone's been trying to teach me a little bit of Marshallese here and there. I'm slowly picking it up.
We're getting there. We're
Okay,
getting
let me
there.
see if I remember the other thing you told me. Let me see. Okay. Oh no, it's like Iakwe.
There you go.
Iakwe Aolep.
There you go.
Yes. Would you care to tell the class what that means?
All right. So basically, yakwe means hello, and aulep means everyone. So basically, what Brittany was saying was hello everyone, or as yakwe aulep.
Iakwe Aolep. Wurijabato.
Wurrijabado.
And
Wonderful.
Bikini.
Bikini. Bikini. I still feel like I'm not doing that one right. I'm trying. I'm getting there.
Bikini. Bikini. Bikini.
Bikini. Bikini.
Bikini. There you
Okay.
go.
Thank you.
Yeah, languages are interesting.
They really are.
Danny, thank you for saving my life.
So it looks like we've kind of reached the top of the plateau. Am I mistaken in saying that? It looks pretty flat up here.
You are correct. We are at the top of the plateau, at the edge of it, and going around.
I have to ask Hayden, did you see the squid when they brought the ROV up last night?
No way.
I did. I did see the squid
Oh, good.
for just a split second. That was, yeah, super cool.
Did you just say for a squid second?
I also heard a squid second.
We can call it that for a squid second.
Squid second. That took me a while, sorry.
It's early.
Yeah,
Squid second
we'll
of
go
the
with that
day.
one. Was it just one squid or was it many
Yeah.
squid or?
I only seen it for a second. I don't know.
It was just one, but it looked bigger than the other ones that I've seen.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, it was huge compared to the other ones we'd seen.
Squid second. That's too funny. Looks like we got a little something coming up over here. On the left with the cinema cam. Is that an old
I
dead
think
sponge?
it's old sponge.
Kind of looks like SpongeBob.
very flat, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, some of our viewers have picked up on we are pretty close to the area where there were the atomic testings here once upon a time long ago, but we definitely want to acknowledge that that was a part of this place's history. And we have some people who are wondering whether or not those tests are affecting any of the animals that we see in the deep. Fanny, I think that you kind of spoke a little bit about that yesterday, but could you tell us a bit more?
I mean, it's hard to tell because no one has actually looked into that.
Yeah.
So we don't know. I mean, obviously the radiation are probably now very dilute in the ocean, and so I'm not sure to what extent this could have impacted this deep sea environment, and we are not planning to test that either during this expedition. This is not one of the priorities that have been identified. So it's hard, it's really difficult to answer that question.
Mm-hmm. You know, we have heard of mutant sharks before.
Yeah, really?
Oh yeah.
I wonder, I wonder what it was about them that
Right.
made them a bit
Mhm.
different. But yeah, as Fanny said, we don't know. So again, the deep sea especially is,
Whole different environment.
yeah, extraordinarily unexplored or underexplored. So the work that we're doing with Ocean Exploration Trust and the work we're doing here on EV Nautilus, we are uncovering so much that has not been explored before. So it's still a little too soon to say. And as Fanny mentioned, that is not a priority of this expedition currently. So we're, again, just trying to get a better idea of what, in general, is biology that calls this particular place home, and also taking a look at the geology.
So, how did it go? Did we sample any Niskin bottles? Or it was
We haven't.
no, not yet. It's more like this. So
Yeah, we haven't really seen anything specific that we would have been interesting to fire any skin above.
Sounds good. I would like to switch off pumps 10 and 11 and switch on the next set. So, okay, can do that. So I'm turning off. It's going to be 12, 14, and 15. So, yeah, so if you recall, 13 isn't working. So we're going to add pump 15 to be a third replicate for this last set. So, okay, so 10 and 11 are now off, and it is 5 o'clock, so they were on for an hour. And 12, 14, and 15 are turning on.
So I think that we should continue in this general direction, but maybe if we can get a little closer to that contour line to see if we have a bit more of a change in slope.
Okay, we can change direction again and head more east, northeast.
Sounds good.
Okay, we're having a bit of a problem with these last pumps. I'm going to have to do a little troubleshooting. All three. So what I'm going to do is turn them off again. try pump 12.
Zero 45.
Okay, can I ask you to turn? Nope. I'm gonna ask. Let's see, the ROV pilots to turn off power to the multipuffer, and then wait a minute and turn it back on again.
You got it?
You're already there.
Huh?
Oh, I said you're already there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, power going off to the multipuffer. Let me know when you want it back on.
Yep. Okay, can you turn it back on?
Okay, coming back on.
Oh, that seemed to work. That's just surprising. Let's try.
That's
great.
Science.
Let's see if it works with the other.
Sometimes you just got a power cycle.
Have you tried turning it off and on again? It does seem to work. I had the same issue yesterday with some camera equipment, and it just did its thing. So.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I spoke too soon.
Oh no.
There's a little sea star here, I think.
Oh, so cute.
Oh, I think I might know what the problem is. Okay.
Oh,
And
that
that
is
dark
tiny.
green on the left? What could it be?
I'm wondering if some kind of urchin
Mm-hmm.
from here, it seems.
Yeah, some folks tuning in from Bellingham, Washington.
We have something right here as well. I don't know if there's a way we could land in that area and have a quick look at these.
I did an interaction with them last week, so it's awesome that they're joining live now. So welcome to the live stream. Thanks for tuning in. Gonna take a look at this organism here on the seafloor.
Are these the teachers that joined last week?
No,
Oh,
unfortunately.
let me double check. Yeah, you were on that one with me, huh, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably just a sponge stock with a brittle star on it.
So can I ask you
Go ahead,
guys to power off this sampler again?
Yep.
And hold on for a minute.
Okay, power's going off.
Zoom video.
Okay. Zooming.
Yep, just a sponge stock with a couple of small brittle stars. All right, thanks.
Live video.
Going away.
Okay, how about let's turn it back on.
Okay, coming back on. Danny, your Doppler beams are like jumping between them.
Just because I'm on bottom.
Okay.
That's pretty good timing. Those people on Bellingham watching it right now.
I know, I love it. Hello. And they are asking a question about...
How does that target look in HIPAC? End of MP 10 and 11. Start of 12, 14. Sweet. Lovely.
asking a question about the ROVs and mapping. So no, we're not doing mapping currently. We usually just do one or the other. So we have the sonar maps off as we are exploring with those ROVs. And then once we get those ROVs back on the ship, then that is when we commence or continue with the sonar mapping of the seafloor. Although I just recently learned that the ROVs do have like their own ability to do some sonar. I did not know that until like last night. So, but different than what we use on the ship, I think.
Yeah.
Hayden, I've started pump 12, and we're going to just stick with pump 12 and do just the correct. And that is working.
Yeah, sometimes Hercules has a instrument called Norbit that mounts
did you
to
get that?
its bow,
Okay.
and it can actually do.
I'm going to have to troubleshoot it later. I'm not sure if they're not working or
multi-beam
just not
mapping,
working at the same time, but I did want to make sure we got a good sample, and we'll have to maybe figure that out a little bit later.
Lovely. Thank you.
How are you doing up there, Danny? You're feeling warmer?
A little bit warmer.
I'm feeling warmer.
I got us another 2 degrees Fahrenheit.
You're up to 50 now.
Yeah, I can't do any more. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. The icicles have thawed. Mike, would you like to drive for a little while?
Sure.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get up and stretch my legs for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Do some jumping jacks, warm up.
Something like that. Need a bio break.
I will have to get you that information for 10 and 11 afterwards from the log files because I recycled the power, so it's not on the screen anymore.
Psst. Psst. You forget. You forget.
Yep.
Sorry.
Nope, that's fine. I should have thought of that, but.
All right.
So a little more information about, hi Isabella. I saw you waving over there.
Yeah, somebody from back home is watching.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, wait, we can make you bigger. Wait.
Wait, we don't need to make me
No,
bigger.
we'll just do it real quick. That's okay.
Hey.
There you go. There you go.
Do a proper wave now.
Yeah, now's the time.
Hey. Hi, people.
Aww.
There you go.
Aww.
Very good. We have yet to do our waving rounds today. Oh, but Danny's not here.
Heading at 045.
Yep, I'm trying to decipher how much more we need to take it along this contour without going directly north to kind of give the jet pump some kindness. We'll do another step 45.
Okay, sounds good.
So if we have any newer visitors on Nautilus Live, just a bit of context about our ROVs. We do use 2 ROVs on most of our dives. So the main ROV that we use is Hercules. If you take a look on channel 1, that is the video feed that you're seeing from the Hercules. It has 7 cameras, but the camera that we're seeing, I believe, is from the main camera. And then if you take a look on channel 2, you can see the view of Hercules from above. And that is coming from our other ROV, which is Atalanta. So Atalanta is used to keep an eye on Herc so that the Atalanta pilot, or excuse me, so that the Hercules pilot can have a better awareness of the space that the ROV is in. And in addition to that, the Atalanta ROV also decouples the movement of the ship.
Not really.
No, good.
Is it okay if I do a DVL reset?
Yep. Go ahead.
So essentially we do have those 2 ROVs that work in tandem to have these streams be as successful as possible. Fanny, I'm noticing we don't really do many collections when it comes to sponges. Is there a reason why we tend to do more like coral collections rather than sponge collections?
It's more like maybe we are more people interested in collecting these corals, more people working on these corals. We haven't received as many requests when it comes to sponges. So which is probably one of the main reasons. And the sponges, they do provide a habitat to other organisms, but not as much as large coral colonies. So that's why also corals are more one of the main like ecosystem engineers on these seamounts, and which is also one of the reasons why we're focusing so much on these organisms. It's not obvious here because you don't see that many corals, but I'm expecting that later during the expedition we will find some large aggregations, which are also pretty common on seamounts, and they kind of play the role of a forest, right? Where when they form these really large aggregations, you will see also many other animals associated with them. So they are very important for the ecosystem.
Yeah, those dives where we do see what are commonly referred to as like coral gardens, or, you know, yeah, those are amazing. And I think you were kind of saying last night that we're not seeing that many coral here on this geo? Maybe just because of like the currents, like the current might be a little too strong here, or what are some of the factors or some of the reasons why we're not seeing coral as much on this geo?
So there's a lot of factors that can influence whether or not you find corals, and this is something that a lot of us, including myself, are also still studying what is a suitable habitat for a coral, right? But currents definitely very important. Corals are suspension feeders. They eat particles in suspension in the water column, and so they need that current to bring these particles to them. However, if the currents are too strong, then they have a hard time staying attached to the substrate. And so corals have like an optimal current speed usually that they like, and it depends on the species too. Some species that can bend in the current, that don't have a rigid skeleton, can live in areas with stronger currents, but some species are more brittle than others, and in these will not be found in those such high currents areas. Substrate is extremely important too. Most coral species grow on hard substrate, with the exception of sea pens, which we find in the soft sediments. And so you need a hard substrate available for these corals to grow on. The complexity of that substrate, is it smooth? Is it rugose? That also influence whether you have corals, the slope. There's just a lot of different terrain factors and variables that will also influence whether or not you find corals and which species you find.
That makes a lot of sense. I know that at least like with shallower corals, they tend to be a bit, oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, so with shallower corals, they tend to need very specific conditions in order to grow and survive.
Yeah, so. And it is the same thing, and the water chemistry is also important, right? Yeah. Oxygen, temperature, all these variables that also matter for shallow water corals. The main difference is the shallow water corals require sunlight, which the deep water corals obviously do not depend on.
Great, so if we were to shut all of the lights off on our ROVs, it would be totally, completely pitch black. So there is no light that penetrates the ocean this deep. So all of the organisms that we are seeing on these dives, it is very, very, very likely that this is the very first time that any light has ever been shown in this area.
Just my delta is getting a little bit on the high side.
So that made me think about another question. Are there any coral species that have been found around hydrothermal vents that rely on the vents for life?
So we haven't identified corals that directly rely on the vent, like you will see like deep sea mussels and tube worms, for instance, but you do find, as you move a little bit away from these active vents, you will find corals on inactive vents, so the vents from these sulfide chimneys, and when they go extinct, the chimney remain in place and serve as a hard substrate for corals and other organisms. We also think that corals may benefit indirectly from the high productivity at vents, but they do not have any known symbionts, those corals that could be using, for instance, the hydrogen sulfides from hydrothermal vents.
Hayden, you're getting a hello from somebody in South Dakota.
Hello, how's it going? I don't know who it is, but it's
someone from Slumberland and Watertown,
Slumberland
South
Furniture,
Dakota.
Huh? I see. I think that might be my aunt Heather,
oh.
Or it's either my cousin Keegan. If it is Keegan, I wonder what he had for lunch. But overall, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you everybody who's tuning in. I don't know if our pilots have access to this information, but someone wants to know the pressure that Herc is currently experiencing down there at 1,554 meters below.
Currently our pressure, I can do quick math.
One atmosphere for every 33 feet.
Whoa.
1 atmosphere for every 33 feet.
Danny's
That
doing.
sounds like math. That sounds mathy.
So we're at 1561 right now.
Meters, and
Yeah.
then... For every 33 feet?
So right now
One
we
atmosphere
are at
every 32 feet.
2,272
Wow.
psi.
Sorry, repeat that, Danny?
2,272 psi.
Wow.
Steve.
2,002.
With 154 atmospheres.
Whoa.
Do we have anything like...
Think of an elephant standing on a penny.
Gotcha.
There we go, thank you.
Thank you.
Explain like I'm 5.
So we're arriving upon that sort of a ridge.
Yeah?
I think if we can, it would be great to go check it out if it's not too steep when we get there.
Okay. We can kind of keep
All
walking
right.
towards the ridge and increments and see.
So if you think about it, your average car tire on your car is about 35 psi.
Yeah.
About 60 meters off the ridge.
That's the
35.
pressure trying to exert its force on every inch of Hercules. And to combat that, we have what's called a PBOF system,
What heading?
which is a pressure balanced
045.
oil field system. So all of our junction boxes and hoses that house all of our cables to go to different components on the vehicle is all filled with oil. And then there's a piston that sees seawater on one side and oil on the other. And what it does is it basically converts that, pressurizes the system of Hercules to be higher, about 6 psi higher than what's actually on the outside of Hercules. So if we develop a leak, oil will come out, but water will not go in.
Just adding one more there. Sorry. I don't
Scientific
know.
mm.
Yeah,
Very
yes.
interesting, though.
It's my favorite type of comment.
Thank you so much, Danny.
Of course.
Out of curiosity for what Atalanta is seeing right now, is that like over the ridge or is it just due to height?
I think it's due to us just being stretched out and out and away from, or Hercules being stretched out and out and away from Atalanta.
Okay.
So I'm coming back over towards.
Can we have a quick look at that here on the seafloor, please?
Good eye. It almost looks like it's silverish. Silver in color.
Could it be another urchin?
I think it might be, yes.
Oh, there it is. It always takes me a while to lock in what you guys are.
It's like a game.
I'm not very good at this game.
I spy.
I spy.
So we're taking a look at a deep sea sea urchin here.
1 second here. Back up a bit.
I see somebody from the UK tuning in for the very first time. Welcome. Hello, Darren. Thank you for joining.
Okay, video, go ahead and zoom in.
Zooming.
Whoa.
Look at that beautiful urchin.
It is very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Look at those. Look at those spines.
Come back up.
Yeah, zoom back out for a second.
No worries.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're okay.
How does the current feel?
A little bit. It's just more of trying to find a good landing. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
So what kinds of things would this sea urchin be eating here on the deep sea?
So these urchins are mostly deposit feeders, like those sea cucumbers. So they will eat basically any particles that are, or detritus that are on the seafloor directly.
So if we notice that flurry of white stuff that is floating in the water, we do call that marine snow.
There was another thing floating. I'm not sure if we'll see it.
Oh, it is. Yeah, right there.
Little jellyfish?
A little jelly, teeny tiny one. On the top of the screen there in the Herc cam on channel 1.
Yeah.
Gone to the snow.
Look at all the marine snow.
Yeah. So like I was saying, that marine snow basically is, in a way you could say organic matter, mostly waste. So sloughed off like fish scales, fecal matter, but it is very, very important for the ecosystem. So like Fanny was saying with this sea urchin, for example, it would eventually eat that marine snow as it settles down to the bottom.
Why is this wanting to go forward? Sorry, gang.
Do you need a different ship?
Take your time.
Just try and get in there.
Roger.
Mike, if you hold full down and a little bit of forward, you can stick lock.
Yeah, I was doing that, but I was trying to pull back, and it was just moving me forward up the ridge.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find another spot here.
The view from Atalanta is pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool visual.
Super clear.
Okay, video, go ahead and zoom.
Zooming.
All right.
You can definitely see the current.
There it is.
It's almost like its spines are towards the or like flowing with the current.
Yeah, you can see it has like those like sort of feet underneath, like modifier spine that allows it to move on the seafloor. And this may be the track when it's eating. You can see that you have less sediment on there because it is basically feeding on the seafloor.
Oh.
So sometimes like you can detect deposit feeders based on the traces that they leave on the seafloor. So you might see those tracks before you actually see the animal. And that's often the case with these urchins or sea cucumber that have that type of feeding strategy.
Wow.
Thank you. We can zoom out.
All right, go ahead and go wide.
Going wide.
Do we want to keep heading northeast towards the end of this ridge, or do we want to kind of turn northwest?
I think it would be good to go check out that ridge if we're in a good position for that.
Okay.
So there's a word that I think is called bioturbation. Would that technically be what we were seeing there with that urchin, or not so much?
So bioturbation is basically in the soft sediment, anytime you have animals that steer those sediment and mix them up in a way because they are burrowing in the sediment in a way. So that when they are just at the surface like this, per se is not really bioturbation. It's more the activity of the animals in the soft sediments.
Right. That's so cute. We were able to see like the path of feeding. That was awesome. Right, some people are.
Something right there.
Oh yeah, we have something right here.
Good eye.
Yep. Okay, video, go ahead and zoom.
Zoom in.
So that is a black coral. And if we can, it would be great to try to grab it, maybe slurp it.
Okay.
I'll hold ship position.
Okay, video, go ahead and go wide.
Going wide.
That's a great spot. I think it was you,
Might
Hayden,
have to
right?
go a little bit closer in.
Did you first spot that coral?
No, that was Keone.
Oh, Keone.
Yeah.
Eagle eyes.
Eagle eyes, magic powers.
Locked in.
Bring the porch out.
Yep, go ahead and bring porch out.
I have no controls.
Okay.
And so we call this a black coral because the skeleton of the coral is black.
Yours not working either?
No, not on the Steam Deck.
Steam decks are not working. That's no good.
Okay, porch. Post out to porch it up. I got nothing, unless it's pinned in, but yeah, I'm getting nothing here.
So I'm gonna try. Okay, so we do have function control.
Yep.
No porch.
Negative.
Give me a little more on the PRV.
Yeah, 1 second.
Just go ahead and land and.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. Okay, increasing the PRV, 85.
You have no porch control. That's gonna be anything difficult.
I'm going to come up off a little bit and see if maybe it's just being pinned. Try again now.
Usually that flips will move the entire vehicle.
Yeah.
Sending command. Oh, we're not getting any pressure drop or return.
Yeah.
So Fanny, are you able to tell us why we are interested in collecting a sample of this particular coral?
Well, because that we tried earlier to
Question
collect
is,
a
can
black
you
coral,
turn
and
on
we're trying to get an idea of the
pump at all?
diversity of animals that live in this area. And so
No,
this is
go
an
ahead and land.
opportunity to collect a
I'm
sample
full
that
stick.
morphologically can be difficult to identify just based on in
Turn
situ
on my
video.
joy gain.
And so if we collect it and look at its genes,
No,
then
you're
we
fine
can
with
better identify what kind of species that is.
If I were you, I would turn like 315 and then come in.
Yeah.
That way you're on the uphill side, the downhill side.
Yeah.
And now you're kind of side saddling it.
I don't know if it will let me because I'm trying to come back full stick and.
Is it okay to do a DVR reset?
Yes. Okay. One second, Danny, let me get around for you.
You see we have some folks tuning in from the Honda contact center in Chino. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just trying to set up here to do a sample of this black coral here on this Gio, this underwater plateau. All right, here we go. Wurijabato. Wurijabato.
Wurijabato.
Yeah, Wurijabato.
Wurijabato. Yeah.
So does the T make a D sound?
Brittany, I have a question.
What's up?
How does like your screens look in terms of like being able to see where people are tuning in from? Like, how do you have that information?
Well, I have people writing me in the chat, letting me know where they're tuning in from. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any specifics like a pinpoint of,
Yeah,
they're
I
at
didn't know
this
if, like,
exact location.
people did like little profiles and
Not necessarily. They're just, if they would like to provide where they're tuning in from, they are able to do that on the chat. Great question, though.
Yeah, I want to like see what everybody's screens look like in the van.
You know, that's, yeah, I'm kind of like trying to peek over the screens back here and see what's going on in the front row.
Yeah, you got a good view. Good seat in the whole house.
Yeah.
There's a few things on that coral.
Can you go ahead and
there might be some
associates?
associates.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see this like shiny
pan up.
thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Can zoom a little more.
I wonder what that is.
It's hard to tell from here.
Yeah. Oh, here comes a little shrimp.
There's definitely something on that coral.
Like an associate?
Yeah, but I can't tell from here what it is.
Do you want me to just put this in the bio box?
Sure, but can you just hold that in front of the camera for a second just to have a closer look at the sample? I think it's a squall lobster.
Let me zoom in.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, and yeah, sure, we can put that in the bio box.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
HD in.
Okay.
We can put it on
Retract
the
image
starboard side maybe of the
Yep.
bio box.
You want
Any
it
of the
starboard
small
side?
ones are available, and that should fit for sure.
Okay, I can do starboard side.
And this is sample 100?
This
Okay.
is sample
Cameras.
99.
Oh, yes. You're
No
right.
worries. Thank you.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Of this dive or of our
Okay.
trip?
Okay, we bring the starboard bio box out.
Yep.
I think maybe the trip. 99 seems like a lot for just one time.
I
There's
think we
nothing in that box.
Well, it's 99 for all, so it just keeps going up as we go throughout the expedition.
Yeah.
So
Science. Is there
getting
anything
close
in
to
that bio
100
box?
samples for the expedition.
The side one?
Yes.
Hayden, is there anything in the side bio box?
Like
Is there a rock now? What is there in the...
in
Starboard bio
the
box open.
side,
Yeah, I'm
like what do
trying
you,
to find
which
out.
ones
Something's
are you
gonna fly
referring
Which
to?
compartments are free?
A, B, C, D, and F are all available. And then in E there is a flat rock.
Okay, well, we'll put it in A.
In A, alrighty, sounds good.
And our viewers online, if you go to channel 3, you can see how Danny is using a device on the ship in order to control Hercules' arm way, way down in the depths. So I know we had some viewers who were curious about that the other day.
Pretty sure Mike's on Hercules right now.
Am I?
No, Danny's got the arm
Oh
mode.
no!
Oh, come on.
The current.
In the box, in the box.
Yeah,
Yay.
Let's go.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Box
Add some
closing.
suspense.
Very cool.
It's like a moon landing.
Box is closed.
Thank you for that correction.
Wonderful.
All right.
Yeah, we should totally do like a tour of everyone's station in non-dive time.
One of these
Curious.
days.
Fanny, do you want to take it a little bit more northeast to the edge of this slope, or
Yeah,
do you
can
want
we
to
zoom out?
tack northwest?
We are
Perfect.
actually.
Yeah, you just leave
Let's
it
do
right
northwest.
there.
Okay, we'll leave it with the vignette
Okay,
then.
Roger.
Okay. All right, still heading up.
Oh,
slope?
no, actually, sorry, I changed my mind. Let's do a little bit more northeast till the edge.
Okay, I'm gonna take a small step.
Is that towards that ridge or?
Yes, so there's like these two ridges next to one another. And when we were planning this dive, we were hesitating which ridge should we go on. So that is the second ridge that we were considering. So the summit of that ridge.
Mike, do you mind if I
What
push
in
in just a
particular
little, get rid
about
of
that
vignette?
ridge is interesting?
So we like ridge-like features because they are more exposed to current, and so you're more likely to get suspension-feeding organisms such as corals. The way that we plan the dive is that we also try to consider the geology as well. And so the reason we chose the other ridge is that the base of that ridge was flatter, so more likely that we will have loose rocks that could be collected in that area. So it's always a trade-off, right, between like the ideal site for both the biology but
Hey, Mike.
also the geology.
Do you mind if I push in just
For
to get rid
sure.
of the vignette?
Yeah, you can push in.
Thank
Is
you.
that a cucumber down there?
Did we confirm if that coral had a squat
Which one?
lobster on it or
Yeah, Europtychus squat lobster.
not? Gotcha. Alrighty.
Do you guys want to stop and look at this one?
Sea cucumber, it's been
Yeah.
a while.
It's about time for a sea cucumber. I still kind of can't get over that red one we saw earlier, that like pinkish red.
Mm-hmm.
It was super unique.
Oh
That
yeah.
one was really
Video,
standing
go
out.
ahead.
Mm-hmm.
All right, zoom in.
Look at that.
And
Look
there's
at that.
urchin
Oh, you got it. Yeah,
behind
an
it,
urchin behind it.
and then a bunch of sponges also behind it.
Look at that guy.
Wow.
Actually,
That looks
is
like
there
a
any
headlight.
interest in a Niskin in that area, or not really?
You know, we haven't seen any corals, so, but we could do one. I mean, we've got the bottles. Let's see.
And we
Sure.
can keep going. It's up to you, and check out at the edge of the ridge, maybe.
Why
if you
don't we
have
do
more
that?
interesting.
Yeah.
Let's do
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I love how this
Okay.
at least from here, it looks like
What?
it's like bottoms up
Yeah,
and it's
come
just
wide.
like face planted in the sediment or trying to eat. It's really cute. Hayden, your mother is very proud of you.
Hello, Mom.
Yeah, she said it's bringing her back to endless ocean blue world days.
Uh,
Aw, so sweet.
yeah. That's a game for the Wii. Endless Ocean Blue World in particular. And when you're from South Dakota, you don't really have access to the ocean. That game really inspired me to be here. It's super scientific for being a game for the Wii. It's an amazing game. I'd recommend it to anyone who's really interested in ocean science. It really brings out, I think, a lot of that mystery and that exploration that's really, really, really cool and really wonderful to be a part of.
Nice.
Yes.
Shout out Hayden's mom.
What's your mom saying, Hayden?
Shout out all moms.
Yeah.
Yes.
All moms.
Keone, we have a visitor from Ontario, Canada, who wants to know more about your experience living on an atoll. So I think the other day you were saying that you are 5 feet above sea level.
Yeah.
So they're curious to know what happens if there's like a really bad storm.
Oh, I mean, it does get pretty crazy. We obviously we're dealing with a lot of sea level rise, but I mean, we get pretty crazy king tides and strong wind, but nothing too out of the ordinary. Every time we get tsunami watches, they never really happen. I mean, being on a
There's a fish
coral
here.
atoll, you have all the corals that the natural barrier of the corals to break down all these waves, but you know that doesn't prevent the flooding. So it does get pretty scary sometimes. Still, we're all still trying to find our ways to adjust to it. You know, and hopefully we can have more natural plans to
Oh no, never mind. That's not a fish. That's
prevent
a
all of
cucumber.
that crazy stuff that
Moving
could
on.
happen.
Thanks.
Move on.
But the last time we had something crazy was when I was in 5th grade, and those were like little tornadoes that were happening just off.
Tornadoes?
Yeah, just off the coast.
Whoa.
Yeah, just tiny ones.
Like dirt devil looking things?
Yeah, but like right on the water.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Did a shark get sucked up into it? A
Sharknado. Anyways, keep going.
And other than that, we had some pretty crazy wind that moved a bunch of our ships in the lagoon onto the shore. So, yeah, that was probably the craziest it's gotten.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah, sounds very intense.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. When you're 5 feet above sea level with barely any land, just completely surrounded by water, you know, it does get scary for us sometimes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, for sure.
We might be going over the ridge now.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe go back to that contour because I don't know if
You ready to head
it doesn't
northwest?
yeah, it doesn't seem much different.
Okay, let's go northwest.
Shout out to whoever asked that question, though. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I'm curious, is there any like effort to like prevent erosion or
Oh yeah, there's plenty of efforts towards that. So we're mainly just looking to do more natural-based solutions,
We're
but
gonna head 300.
for now it's been mainly seawalls all over the place.
I see.
Yeah, but in my opinion, seawalls isn't really the way to go because over time they're gonna break down. So I definitely think that we should plant more coastal trees and like mangroves. Yep, exactly.
Saudi Arabia is doing like the same thing if
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
correct, yeah?
Yeah, we need to get on that, but obviously it's a lot of work and a lot of funding.
There's a lot of carbon that can be collected with mangrove trees, correct as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, super cool.
Oh yeah.
Natural breakwater.
And I think here in the Marshalls, I'm not too sure, but we have 3 or 4 different types of mangrove species.
Oh, wow.
And we're like one of the very few places in the world that have that many.
Wow. Yeah, definitely something to look into and something to work with for sure.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that, the natural solution, you know, that
Right.
Society 5.0.
Exactly, exactly.
Keone, what organization do you work with for coral restoration?
Marshall Islands Conservation Society.
Would planting mangroves be something in that wheelhouse?
Yeah, I mean, anything conservation is all we focus on over there. But right now we're doing a lot of coral restoration projects.
Can we have a zoom in on that, please?
Specifically on heat resilient corals, because here in the Marshalls we're in the more warmer area of the Pacific and doesn't get too cold all the time, so we have yearly bleaches.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
interesting.
it's been like this since I was back in the 7th, 8th grade. Yeah, it's been going on for a while.
Does the
Right.
bleaching have a particular season?
No,
Or is it just year round?
it's year round. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's why we're focusing on farming heat resilient corals. Obviously identifying first, but we want to farm as much as we can so we don't have to deal with that.
What in the world?
What are you looking at?
Okay, that I thought that was something else. That's Hercules. Never mind.
I
I was looking at the Atlanta, and I was like, it looked like a sheephead wrasse. I was like, whoa.
Oh, that'd be really cool to see way down here.
Oh, that gave me the jitters. Sorry,
I thought
guys.
that was the bamboo coral. I was like, oh, I never saw such a reaction to the bamboo coral.
It looked like Mega Mouth. I was like, whoa, yeah.
Oh, we're seeing things.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, I mean,
Zoom in video.
it's definitely a huge goal for me to farm a bunch of those corals so we don't have to worry too much of losing our ocean ecosystems. Obviously, though the ocean is what we depend on the most here in small atolls like the Marshalls.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think we've seen that species earlier of bamboo coral. Very fleshy, large polyps.
Oh, they're all closed.
Their tentacles are closed. So I was looking at, for instance, that one, I don't see any eggs, but if they were, you would see them here at the base.
Okay.
And so through transparency, sometimes you can see them, but I don't see any right now. All right, and we can zoom out.
All right. Let's go ahead and come on out video.
Go on wide.
All right, we have some viewers wanting to know, what is the most interesting thing we have seen so far? I think that's going to depend on who you ask, honestly. So for me, I think that seeing that fish earlier, that
The eel
the
looking
the
thing?
halosaur.
Halosaur.
Yeah, I always love seeing fish or things that are swimming. So that was really exciting for me personally.
Yeah, anemone.
You guys want to see?
Ooh, urchin.
Nah, we're good, thanks.
Okay.
I really enjoy the mapping aspect. I think that marine organisms are really exciting, but also the bathymetry mapping that we get to do before dives. In the Marshall Islands, a lot of this area is unmapped in high resolution 3D maps. So it's really, really exciting to me to be a part of creating those like almost first time maps. And I don't want to say discovering a seamount because we kind of know they're there from altimetry data, but getting it in high resolution 3D maps, so kind of contributes to like larger objectives, which I really, really, really enjoy, and it's really exciting for me.
You're making history.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite would be that one. What was it? What was that? A jellyfish that we saw when we were going down the other day.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
that really colorful kind of
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That guy was cool. That jellyfish was cool.
Still hoping to see something big.
I really like seeing the sharks when we came out the other day.
Sharks, whales, megalodon.
We have very realistic expectations in this watch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very realistic.
Very, yeah.
You never know, Fanny. You never know.
You're right.
Look at that.
Whoa,
Whoa.
what is
That is super cool. Ooh.
Can we send like a mini camera down there? Like,
Yeah. Where's Little Herc?
Inspector Gadget.
Little Herc.
That's crazy.
Wow, look at that.
What would this feature be called? Like a little mini canyon or?
Trench?
It's,
Trench?
I don't know. I wouldn't say a trench.
Yeah, I would definitely say crevasse.
Where
too.
is our
Crevasse.
geologist?
You know, somebody
wake Val up.
go get Val.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, I really wonder what's in there.
I know, right?
We can
SpongeBob
follow
and
it
Patrick.
maybe,
There's-
see what's up there.
So what?
Oh, yeah. I
Let's
see what
follow
you're
it
saying.
for a little bit.
You want to follow up?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
Looks like it opens up, yeah.
Oh wow.
Is that heading 225?
Yes. 225.
Okay.
Now, cave-dwelling species would be really crazy. Colossal squid, question mark? Nah, that won't happen, but you can hope, right?
Looks like we're getting
Right.
close with Atalanta. As far as the sonar goes.
That is insane.
Still hoping to see something in there.
Do you want me to step bearing 225 or let Herc get out in front?
To get a good capture of this,
We
we're gonna
can
get a
let
shot.
Herc work its way back towards
Oh, yeah.
Atalanta.
Roger.
One heck of a view.
Yeah, the Atalanta cam. I wonder how deep it goes.
It looks like we can see somewhat
yeah,
of the
I
bottom.
can see the sediment.
sand,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah. You're right.
Maybe, nah, I shouldn't guess. Maybe we'll get lucky and spook something out of it.
Somebody online is saying maybe this could be considered a fault line, perhaps?
Oh,
Hmm.
A sort
yes.
of crevasse, maybe?
Crevasse.
Crevasse.
Maybe it could be both. I don't know.
None of us are geologists by training.
Somebody is volunteering themselves as tribute to the crevasse. We don't want you to do that. You don't have to do that for us. Thank you. That's so funny.
Volunteers tribute.
Cool video of Atalanta view right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is really, really cool. So on channel 2, you can see the view of Hercules exploring this crevasse slash fault slash whatever. Yeah, it's a really cool angle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Doesn't seem to be ending.
I know. Where's it leading us?
Back uphill.